Guys, we seen it all. We won the loss. We're Manchester United and we'll never stop. What an impressive performance today. I gotta give it to the boys. Never did they look like they were capitulating. It was a different game that we saw against Newcastle. Manchester United started the match on a very positive note. At the end of the day, my score prediction was 3-1 to United, but it was an impressive 2-1 victory. On that note, we came out the first half starting very positive with great intensity, with a high press. The attacking pruness, provided that have the players been listening to the critiques from our fans? Have the players been listening to Ten Hag's demands? We attacked as a team, we defended as a team, and however, the midfield was clear and obvious, a little bit worrisome with Scott McTominay. But Scott McTominay, I forgive you. Holy crap, great Scott. You're the leading goal scorer at the moment at Manchester United with the 2 goals. But if we look at the first half, we have early momentum, and a penalty in the 90th minute. And clear and obvious, it was a penalty where, Enzo Fernandes came in with the studs, right? It felt like VR was on our side today. But however, Bruno Fernandes stepped up, and big up for Robinson Sanchez. He was a rock in the first half. He stopped everything, and he stopped their goal, but just standing still, anticipating what Bruno is going to do. And he didn't blink. He didn't move. So it was an easy save for him. But however, I think that the first half was a brilliant display from Dalot and the fullbacks and Luke Shaw. They showed a great, impressive performances, especially bombing forward and overlapping and going forward. Dalot looked amazing in the first half. Amrabat's contribution looked very solid. We've been questioning why you're not playing Amrabat as a CDM, as a sole pivot. He did. He played the full 95 minutes in this moment. People were questioning, what about kobbie mainoo? I think this was the right choice, because I tell you what, in the second half, I think Amrabat was the man of the match in the second half. Amrabat provided that tank, that shield, that robustness, that grit and the fight that we've been missing, right? It took until the 19th minute, I think it was, when Scott McTominay penetrated that goal, right? And he missed another sitter in the 32nd. So Scott McTominay was already on fire. It was a pivotal moment in the 32nd minute as well. If I remember, Nana was criticized, was amazing shot stopping opportunity. Despite United's dominance in the first half, Chelsea's goalkeeper stood its ground. I mean, I must give it to him, because we could have been 4-0 up. But however, there's always a big but. There's always an elephant in the room with this team, with Manchester United. You got to give it stick as well, because, again, we fell asleep. It was a silly defensive error mistake. And I think it was Victor Lindelof, because both Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire was tracking him. I mean, we're talking about Cole Parker. It was such an easy goal to concede. And I believe Ten Hag, spat his dummy, because you saw in the second half that he did an early substitution, and I praise her, because that was a game changer. That game changer was to sub off Victor Lindelof for a very impressive Serge Reguilon. Guys, I think that Serge Reguilon in the second half did something really amazing. He actually allowed Garnacho to play his best game. He allowed, actually, to be fair, Sophie and Amrabat to be that register in the midfield. Sophie and Amrabat was spraying the balls left, right, center. All of a sudden we have wingers that look like proper wingers. Garnacho overlapping with, Reguilon. I mean, Anthony Dos Santos. Oh my God, it was amazing. But at the end of the day, great Scott. Guys, please get into this game, get into this after party. Here we go, people. Let's do this. Let's bring in Jarvis Cocker to the stage, and I want to hear from you. Let us know in the comment section who was your man of the match, and then we're going to talk about it. Jarvis Cocker. Big up.
Yeah, get in there. 2-1 victory.
Jarvis at the wheel. Tell me how good does it feel? Jarvis, tell me, talk to me. We are happy today, right?
Of course, we are happy. We won the game. We won 3 points in the box. Chelsea, you know, hey,
You're
Chelsea,
sleeping. Hey, hey.
happy or are we happy? 2-1 victory. I was a little bit worried the last 10 minutes when Rashford came on because his press play on top wasn't good enough compared to Hojlund.
Oh, yeah.
He let
I
his
could have gone
husband
on and gone on. In the 81st minute,
into
he
the
came out
game
of the
again
sin bin.
by playing up from the back. But again, Bruno Fernandes stepped up, helped him out, and we won a couple of corners. And I agree with what you mentioned, Mick. Regulon coming on in the second half.
That was a game changer.
That was a really good match from Regulon.
No, but there was a tactical astute move from Ten Hag, and this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I was saying. If you start Rashford, I will give up on you. If you start, if you actually line up your strongest 11, I will support you in this match. And he did.
Yeah.
If you do the right substitution early, and this is what he did, he listened to what everyone had to say. He took out Rashford out of Simbin in the 81st minute, took out a Hojlund. By fairness, Hojlund didn't get much service. It was a graveyard shift for Hojlund, but Hojlund did what Hojlund did. He did the Hojlund play and stuff like that,
really good,
which enabled the wingers to play the wing play, which is the first time I've seen this season. Garnacho, proper winger in the second half, that overlapping with regular and that triangle play. And on the other hand, on the right side, how good was Dalot playing with Anthony Dos Santos there as well. And Amrabat, solid tank in the middle, just playing single pivot. And allowing Bruno to do the Bruno things.
Yeah. I agree. And they played like a team today. First of all,
Yes.
we haven't seen this for a long time. They were pressing together, and we had I don't know how many high turnovers we had. Turnovers on Chelsea's last third.
But it was like this
over and over again, and we stopped their build-up play. And we won the ball every time we pressed them. They made a mistake. We won the ball and started over again. And this is what Ten Hag has been talking about. His high turnovers. This is what he was trying to do.
It was like a hallelujah moment. It was like,
hello there, hello there,
yeah.
hello there.
Hello
you
there.
know what I mean? Hello there. But at the end of the day, in the second half, there's always the anxiety. I mean, that team can just slip off and you go
shit, here we go again.
You know what? There was such an easy goal to concede. But all in general, I'm super, super impressed because I can say that these two halves that we played is arguably one of the best game of football we played this season. He mentioned you can see the form in Galatasaray and Copenhagen, but in those one we conceded a lot of goals, right? Here, I think we were in control. I mean, the second half, if we got to look at it, we didn't go out with the same intensity. We just took off a little bit of pace, invited them to pressure, but we started to press the pedal in the middle into the 58th minute, right? We dominate, and we could start to see the influence of Regular and Amrabat, and especially on the left-hand flank. What are you doing?
Just everything
You're feeding the fish. I thought you were feeding the fishbowl there,
Okay.
Guys,
leave it like this.
Guys, Jarvis, yellow card for you, Simbin. 10 minutes.
Oh no. Well, speaking of yellow cards, what do you think about the referee today? He was a little bit active with the yellow cards to our players, I believe.
Yeah, good point that you mentioned that, because finally VR is on our side. VR did correct decisions. There was one dodgy penalty handball situation that they overlooked and didn't give. If you remember Luke Shaw's shots, but otherwise VR was early on our side. They gave away the nice penalty. It was a clear and obvious penalty, and Enzo Fernandez should have been red carded, in my opinion. Studs is a stud, right? According to the rules.
Well, yeah, according to the rules, that's true. But no, not a red card. I don't think so.
Not really. Okay. But I think Chris Kavanagh did a great job today. I was a little bit worried when he checked the 2-1, but obviously, he was on the side. So basically, VR is finally on our good books. I was thinking, oh, Chris Covenant, oh, come on, don't let it go, like, you know. But no, it was good, fair call. I think the referee did a good game today. He let the play go a little bit, maybe a little bit too happy on the yellows, right? Too easy yellows.
Yeah, I believe so. You know, because his line, he had a very high line before giving free kicks during the game, so we let the players combat it out, you know, and try to play their game, and thankfully for us, because we were more aggressive than Chelsea, and that gave, because if he has been giving free kicks all the way, our press probably would have suffered under this. So I kudos to the referee for keeping that high line, and you could see it, for example, in at the end of the game when what's his name, the Asasi, or the midfield,
the assassination.
The
Sassy.
he was driving the ball upwards, and Bruno running up and won the ball.
Yeah, Bruno was great today, by the way.
It would give that as a free kick, but you know, it was a good tackle from Bruno.
Yeah, but in general, you mentioned high line, and we played a very good high line today. And by the way, do you see my new high line as well?
Yeah, what's going on with high line?
Yeah, it's a very new high line, right? I mean, we're talking about Memban line. I'm trying to look like, you know, what's his name? Give me a name. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I'm trying to look like a footballer. Yeah. But I try to copy the looks of what's his name? This Scouser guy. What's his name?
Scouser.
Oh, Liverpool guy. You know that. Nuno. No, what's his
Noodles.
name?
Darwin Noodles.
No, Darwin Noodles. But then he goes and changes hairstyle that looks like, you know, Sigrid the Viking all of a sudden. He's got two ponytails. Yeah. So now I'm in trending. Now I'm trending. Now I can do this, Jarvis. Anyway, guys, big up to you this tuning in the VR room. Let us know your feeling. Let us know your happiness, because finally we can sit here and have a little bit of endorphins and actually praise the team for a fantastic performance. I must give it to them today, Jarvis. It was a fantastic performance.
Let's bring in the VAR room.
Yes. Who's in there? Comments. Who's in there?
I see a lot of people. I see Jonathan Liljenberg coming in with this idea. Amrabat, man of the match for me. Yes. Very good shout, Jonathan Liljenberg. I believe Amrabat had a really good game today. He was the anchor of our midfield, and he swept up almost everything. He had one misplaced pass, but that's it. Almost a perfect game from him.
100%, mate. 100. Good comment, Jonathan. Väldigt bra. Mycket bra.
and Jarle Malmin comes in and say, pepperoni pizza for everyone.
Yes. Can you just hold on for Liljenberg? Sorry, mate. When we did the live stream this morning, we closed the shop and you managed just to send a super chat just before. I didn't forget you. I want to say thank you. Tack så mycket för din super chat. We didn't miss you. And I just want to give it a shout out to you. Big up for you, man. Thank you so much.
You, Jonathan.
There we go. There was my window anyway. Gas. Yes. Who else is there?
Yeah, we have Kev McGee. Best game in the Man United shirt today. Great performance by Sofian Amrabat. So a lot of people are acknowledging Sofian Amrabat.
Okay, cool. Guys, I would, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the traditional, like, you know, we're gonna name 3 or 4 players, and we're gonna create a poll, and you guys gonna vote, because at the end of the day, that's your vote. But bear in mind, in the future, we're gonna have this live on our website, Jarvis. It's coming soon.
Yeah. Ooh, the website.
The website.
The website.
You can trade. You can place your bets on who's gonna buy Manchester United. Bet 365.
Yeah.
Just joking, man. And it's gonna be a revolutionary website. It's gonna be a game changer. So, guys, let us know in the comments who would you like to see as your man of the match candidates.
I see Jonathan coming back. He said it's all right. I did mess up that super chat. So
anyway,
yeah. But thank you again, Jonathan. We appreciate super chat. So if you have anything you want to share, give us a super chat. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I see also some people are not this hyped up, optimistic and glad because of the win. A couple of people come in here and say, I see Evo comes in. He say, calm down, people. We beat a miserably poor bottom half of the table team.
Evo, man. Listen, you got to look. I do understand, but at the end of the day, I look at from the overall performance, from the from the pillar to post, from the minute 1 to the minute 95, how we applied. And yes, Chelsea is Chelsea. Like, they always been Chelsea. So I'm drinking Chelsea tears tonight, to be honest, right? And Chelsea, Dan, where are you? But, we should be able to analyze this game to say, yes, this was probably the best performance, team performance, and tactical performance that we demanded to see of the season, Evo. So I'm seeing from that perspective, right? And then it doesn't really matter if you play at Chelsea or Bournemouth or anything. We analyze the whole team and the overall manager's performance and the tactical substitutions and everything, Jarvis. So it was a big up to you, man. Like, come on, the Reds, says Peter. He's just full of joy. Alien Tenor is just walking out from Old Trafford. Like, he's at the game. So big up to you, Peter, if you're watching. Yeah, man. Listen, keep going, because I'm going to pull out a chat and stuff like that.
I'll just read some messages. I see Derek Clowther say, sorry, guys, still don't see any improvement. It was only Chelsea. So a couple of guys in the chat
Only
means
Chelsea?
that
Chelsea's part of the top
Chelsea
six.
played a bad game. But I just want to break down a little bit of the game tactically, because we play man-man press, but when it comes to Hojlund, he presses two guys. So it all starts with Hojlund. He's the signal player. Every time you see him, he binds up two of them or of their center backs. That's because we force Chelsea to hit it long, and then we have two center backs against their one striker. So it's easy for Lindelof and Maguire to take down the ball and start attack. So this is one of the key elements of the game today, is our man-to-man press, except Hojlund. So Hojlund, big kudos to him for doing the dirty job up front, the hard job up front.
100%. No, but at the end of the day, like, as we said, like, it was a graveyard shift for him, and he didn't get much service. He wanted it by him feet, and we, Garnacho's pulled in a couple of crosses, Dalot as well. It was too high, too wide, but we can see at least what he did was kind of what Martial used to do. Like, sometimes you don't score goals, but at least you clear the path for the wingers, to play the game. And this is what I saw today, Jarvis. This is what I noted down in my notes, because I was writing down everything, key notes of today. And one thing that I want to take away from this one is the fullbacks going forward. The intensity of Dalot, because I thought Dalot had a very impressive game today.
Dalot was good. Yeah. I agree. We have, we can discuss probably 10 hours to figure out who was the man of the match, because there were so many players who stepped up their game today. You mentioned Dalot. We had the Luke Shaw, we had Maguire, we had Reguilon, we had Bruno, we had McTominey with 2 goals, Hojlund with his hard work, Garnacho fantastic on the left wing, even Anthony was fantastic today. So there were so many good players, and not to forget Amrabat and his so actually I would say almost all of the players had a really good game today, and we was acting like a unit, like a team.
100%. And with that, people,
Super chat.
Coming in raw all the way from Sweden with an uppercut with 20 Swedish crowns. Thank you so much, Jonathan Liljeberg. We salute you, my friend, and thank you for your donation. And we will say that we agree with you by dropping Rashford. I'm not going to say Trashford, but I just did. Was the winner today. And this is absolutely what he deserved. I think Ten Hag has actually showed to the media, you're not going to talk trash to us, right? You're not going to make up stories. I'm in charge here. You're going to be banned from the press conference. I'm in control here. Let's nip this in the bud. Let's just sew this in. Rashford got actually sitting on the sin bin, and I think it was rightful, right?
Yeah.
Because what I loved here, Jarvis, is that he didn't take off the winger to replace another winger with Rashford. He took off Hojlund and put in Rashford there because Hojlund looked naked. Yes, what happened?
Yes, I agree. And this Ten Hag banning the journalist, we all know him, Luckhurst, and couple of other guys. I think it was a tactical move from Ten Hag. It gathered the troops. It was like a siege mentality against the world. Now even our journalist, Manchester Evening News, is banned. We don't want anything to do with them.
And guess what?
This was the masterclass from Ten Hag, because
It was.
everybody.
But imagine what, Jarvis? Imagine. Are we alone here? Imagine if we lost a game. God, their stories, their knives, the spears. I mean, we're not talking about Britney Spears, but they would be sharpened and pointed at Ten Hag like you never seen before. Because hey,
but they are anyway, so it doesn't matter for him. It's time for him to point it out, say it. Yeah. I don't accept this. You are creating a toxic atmosphere with your lies, and that's spot on.
Yeah. Hit me, baby, one more time. I like that.
Baby, how was it supposed to
know? He's like shopping his spears, and it's like you're coming with Britney Spears, Jarvis. I missed you, my friend. I missed you. So anyway, I'm just creating a poll here. I'm trying to get some creative juices going. So I would start like, okay, I put Dalot here, like, because I think Dalot deserves a shout. Of course, we're going to talk about Garnacho. Also think he did a fantastic job as well. There were so many players. Amrabat, 100%. Amrabat. Amex? No, sorry, I'm dyslexic. Amrabat. Who else did you want to see as a contender, guys?
Yeah, VAR room, bring in your man of the match, what do you call it, alternatives. We need at least 3. So yeah, Amrabat is one of them.
Scott McTominey.
Scott McTominey because he scored 2 goals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He deserves that. Scotty, I see Milos comes in here. Wrong one.
Yeah, Ivo Bosic, big up you coming in here and say, it ain't that bad. We are 3 points behind City. Time to sack Pep. We're currently sitting on 27 points. I haven't been able. I saw the Premier League table right now. I'm going to bring it up later, and we're going to analyze the whole game, Jarvis. But right now, I will need another name. I have Scotty Mac, and who else are we missing out here?
Yeah, I see Milos comes in here with Garnacho.
Garnacho, yeah.
So maybe Garnacho.
Or even Reggio. No, Garnacho then. Oh, yes. Garnacho.
Yeah, at least he had an assist on the second goal.
What about Bruno?
Bruno too. But Bruno missed that penalty. For me, I think it takes him away from man of the match award. It was a really poor effort. The penalty was one of the worst penalties I have seen in a long time. So yeah.
Okay, so I created a poll consisting of Dalot, Amrabat, Scotty Mac, and Garnacho. We happy with these 4? Yeah. Yep. Garnacho, Amrabat, Scotty. Yep. Cool. I start the poll now.
A couple of guys gives Bruno a shout, so maybe we should put Bruno in there just for it's the VAR room who decides.
Yeah, but I can only put 4 players in the poll. I cannot put 5. So you got to sacrifice something. We're going to have a sacrificing lamb. Garnacho deserves a shout. He was brilliant on the wing. So anyway, I decide VR room. Sorry, overrule. Head ref overrules. Bye. Ooh, let's go. Created a poll. Oof, what is that?
This is my referee whistle.
I have a virtual. Oh my god.
This is the real thing. You know, I'm a coach. I'm a footballing coach. So I use this on football practice.
Really?
With the kids.
Do you use that? Do you use that on your wife as well? Like you're in the Symbian wife, right?
No? Just ready, set, go. Finished.
Okay. Oh my God, Jarvis. Okay. Where are we? We lost the sidetrack. Cool. We created a pool, which is you to vote for the man of the match. So far, it's rising. The temperature is 45% on Scotty Mac at the moment, what I can see. But guys, let's talk about where we're sitting in the table. Do you have the Premier League table? Do you have the stats in front of you? Do you have the overall stats in terms of how we played the game? I think it was 17 shots attempted on 17 shots on target in the first half. There was kind of a hallelujah moment for Manchester United this season alone, right? So we did have chances, we had XGs, we didn't convert, and that's it. Right? But still, cool.
Yeah, I can bring up the table if you like, Mick. I have it right here.
Yeah, no, my table is very heavy. It's made out of marmor. I cannot bring it. It's too heavy. I need two if you're going to bring that table up.
Here is the table. Let's see where you have here. Okay, can you see that?
Yes, I can
Arsenal
see
on
it.
top, Liverpool second, Aston Villa actually in third now, only 4 points
Ooh.
behind Arsenal.
Ooh,
And
Unai,
Man
good
United
evening.
at the moment we are at 6th place with 27 points. We have 3 points up to Manchester City, so not bad, not bad.
Not bad at all.
No.
Okay, well, I threw my toys at the Prem on Newcastle, and that was a total different shitbag of a game, to be honest. But today was a total different team, total different, desire, passion, and maybe it was Marcus Rashford that needed to be benched. Apparently he's one of the, I don't know, and Varane is injured. Oh, Chelsea's in the mud. Okay, so we are currently back on 6 spots. Right, we play one more than Spurs. And who's Spurs playing?
Spurs are playing West Ham tomorrow.
Oof. At home or away? That's a banana skin. That's going to be a banana. West Ham Spurs, that's always a banana skin for Spurs. That's what I believe. Cool. Let's go for West Ham on that one. Right, so it's looking good. City is dropping. Oh, my God. Arsenal almost lost it yesterday, like against Luton.
But I think one key element, I think Ivo Bosic mentioned it, that Rodri wasn't playing today. I think he was suspended again. So he's the key player for them, and when he's out, everything crumbles. They don't have the centerpiece of the I don't know, the artwork. He's his centerpiece. Everything is surrounded by him. Yep, so when he's out, City crumbles.
Okay, but for me, in my analysis, if I look at it from the second half perspective, I did a summary. I saw Manchester United getting, starting to slow it sort of intensity tempo by picking up the pace by approximately 57th minute, and the notable changes I mentioned was Victor Lindelof getting subbed off, and there was more of an Erik ten Hag authoritarian. I had enough of these silly mistakes. We saw both Harry Maguire and Lindelof tracking Cole Palmer, and easily there was a fizz goal, right? Jesus, that was such a bad mistake, and I think it was a punishment, in the second half, to put Luke Shaw back into the left-sided centre back and put a proper winger, left back winger. I can hear myself somehow.
Yeah, it's something wrong with my phone. I'm trying.
Okay, I get some echo.
Yeah,
but
sorry.
The game changing was basically having Reguilon playing there, and I've been criticizing to say, what was the purpose of even recruiting and loaning a Reguilon if we're not going to use him? But today we actually utilize him, and we can see what that means, going forward as well. Because I saw that partnership between Garnacho and Reguilon that was very effective. They were showcasing great overlaps, underlaps, contributing significance to the overall United's attack, how we played, right? And Amrabat, on the other hand, he continued to be that key tank, the key register, the presence in that midfield that provided he was breaking up the play. He was like Fred used to be, that dog, you know what I mean? The grit, the determination, and he grew stronger and stronger into the game. So people have been trying to criticizing Amrabat, but we've been scouting Amrabat. We've been watching a lot of Amrabat, and we know that he hasn't really had a preseason. He's coming slowly into this team, and today was a sort of a very, very, very solid performance. Because what his style of play was, as mentioned, he facilitated the fullbacks to bomb forward. That means that you can form the partnerships with, Dalot could roam free, doing the overlaps and underlaps with Antonio dos Santos. Yeah. And the same thing with Garnacho, right? And the only thing that I felt sorry for was actually Rasmus Hojlund that didn't get any chances, right?
Yeah. Speaking of Amrabat, I see your statman Dave mentioned that Sofian Amrabat, he made 11 ball recoveries.
Wow.
And that was the most of any player on the pitch, and he completed 100% of his tackles. So he won 3 out of 3 tackle. So he was
No.
flawless, especially defensively. He was like a shield for the center backs. But I also liked when it comes to Amrabat, he dropped down in between the center backs and actually was a good target for Onana, because we didn't see. You remember against Newcastle, Onana was hoofing it long all the time, but today he had an option. So Amrabat dropped down, received the ball, turned with the ball, and carried it up to the midfield. So this is what I would like to see from the DM in our team, and we have been missing this. So big up to Amrabat.
Amrabat was amazing today, and I would arguably say I put a star as my man of the match there. But it's going to be interesting to see what the poll is saying as well. So keep your guys voting. Keep it voting. I want to talk about a pivotal moment. Onana's been criticized. Onana's been looking like he's dropped a little bit of confidence, but he wasn't really threatened much today. I mean, he did one brilliant save. I think it was in the first half. It was in the second half. I'm just going to look at my notes.
First half, 1 against 1, he had a good save.
Yeah. 32nd minute. There was a pivotal moment when Onana made a big save. He denied Chelsea that goal. So I think we in the first half still they look toothless. They did have a little bit chances with Mudryk, but Mudryk cannot finish his dinner. And that's why I'm saying make speed test merchants like that. But Mudryk is Mudryk, right? So to concede that stupid goal at the end of the half was a little bit annoying, because that was like a wet fart, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a good analogy of what it was. Because I agree totally, Mick. You are right. It was a wet fart. Chelsea had nothing except that 1 against 1 that Onana saved. I think Mudryk had one in the post too, but we were much more dangerous than them. So it was against the play. But again, if we don't take our chances, we did even miss the penalty. We don't deserve anymore. And that's what always happens in football games. You can press and press and press and have chances after chance. If you don't score, the opposition will score in their one chance.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Bruno, I would have won my bet with 3-1 Manchester United, because that was my score prediction. And I believe you had 2-1, Jarvis, didn't you?
I don't remember, but actually, according to
Mark.
I think it was Mark. But according to XG, we had the XG of the game was 4.07 for us and 1.4 for Chelsea. So basically, if we had played this game 10 times, we would have won 4-1 on average.
Oh my God!
Oh, are you there? Hello.
Yeah.
Rush Mainoo, legend of this chat, just gifted 20 bloody membership. And look how many people are picking up now. It was 10 memberships from Rush Mainoo. Big up Rush Mainoo. You're an absolute legend. And Gen V Vlog YouTube channel was gifted a membership from Rush Mainoo. Roydon Frost again picking up another trophy. Ricardo Trotsky, Saragon McKenney, Manik Singh, Leaky 21, Ronak Joshi, Stuart Woolley got a membership as well.
Wow.
Stewie, you were a panel membership. Gary Kyle and Ria Bonus and Leaky 27. Big up, massive big up, Rushy Mainoo. Rushy, you are a legend, guys. Smash a like. Guys, if you want to come in, have a chat with us. Are you willing to open the chat? Because I am. It's 6 a.m. in the morning where I am. I haven't slept yet. I'm just like, coffee.
I will share the link in the chat. So press the link.
Rushy, do you want to come and have a chat?
Come in and have your say.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you saw the game.
Yeah. You don't need camera. Don't come naked. No. Help me, because it's 6 a.m. in the morning and I need a little bit of a more energy. I've been up very, very, 24 hours almost now. Right?
Oh,
it's been a full day.
You're a trooper.
Yes, sir. I am, sir. But look, tomorrow, for you guys that are members of the channel, just a big up for you that became members. I just posted a video this morning, and it was a full day of working. Just to give you a little bit of context, how it is behind the scenes, how it's to create content when you do 3 shows a day, and it's a little bit of personal in my life. Since I moved to Thailand, I'm doing these vlogs Nobody's doing it, Jarvis. So it's basically giving it back to you guys for you to understand. It's just not press record and do, because it's got a lot of research behind. Jarvis, have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it today. I had some off time in work, so I had 10 minutes and I watched it. It was really great. You
Did
even
you see
put
the
in my
barber?
movie.
I did. So me and Jarvis, we speak every day basically regarding what should we do regarding contents, research and stuff like that. And he sends me this crazy stuff like, he's driving to work like -17, but like he's saying that this is a Tesla autopilot.
No, I wasn't driving. I was the
You wasn't
passenger.
driving. Was it your wife? No. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
AI bot. Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Hey, Alien Tenno is in the house, and I believe Pete is going to call in as well. I believe so. Did you post the link in the chat? Yeah.
Yeah. The link is in the chat. I will post it again for you to. You have
calling show available as of now.
I got a message from Stu Wally, and he thanked the Rushmano and called him a legend for the membership. So Stu Wally is watching. Big up, Stu. Not Wally, Wooly. Sorry.
Oh, Stewie Woolly.
Wooly.
Oh, he's a good one. Woolly. What? Volleyball?
No, not
What?
Wooly. Like wool.
Voulez-vous? Is that woo? Woo can get married in Woolly. No, I'm just joking. Stewie, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, he's in the chat room now and say big up legends, Mick and Jarvis and the VAR room.
Woolly, come in, man. Like, we don't get a chance because, it's late when you're on with Jarvis Corner. Like, Jarvis does this Scorsese 2 hours marathon streams and Mick is sleeping, right? And I don't get the chance to speak to you anymore. Missed you, man. Come on, have a say. Anyway, guys, where are we at?
Yeah, let's break down the game a little bit. I will read up some of the boring stats, but it tells a lot of the games because of we had accuracy of passes 86%. Scott McTominey had 95% accuracy on his passes. For once, he knew how to pass the ball, and not only backwards and sideways, but he was actually driving the ball upwards. We had a lot of chances today. We had 28 shots. Chelsea had 13 shots
on target and 9
so
shots
we had
on target.
9. Yeah, 9 on target. So that tells me that we produced a lot of chances. Almost every third attack, we had a shot on goal. So. That's fantastic.
I mean, obviously, because we don't have producer Mark here in the background, so he must have gone over there to produce some magic over there, right? Just, where are you, Mark? Where is everyone? Everyone is like full of. That's a brilliant stats. 28 attempts and 9 shots on targets. I think it was 17 in the first half only, right? So so when was the first time you saw a first half like that? We were peppering on the goal, right? So. Yeah,
it's been a long time, I didn't think we have it in us. After last game against Newcastle, everything looked dead. It looked dead and finished. But now we came back. So you shouldn't underestimate this group of players and Ten Hag. Maybe it was just a little, I don't know what you call it, a little fling.
No, but we should have won the game with 4-1. That's what Rushmano is saying here. I totally agree with what he's saying there. Like, we should have won, by the first half. But if it wasn't for Davinson Sanchez, he was brilliant in the first half. He was the rock. Even you saw Scott McTominay, he had double chances, but he was great. Even the penalty, the way he stood, that's a goalkeeper. I like him, Sanchez, right? I really like him.
Yeah, but it was a poor penalty. The penalty was, it was fizzly, didn't have any power in his shot, and it was right in the goalkeeper's height and to the goalkeeper's right side. So yeah,
we have a visitor who wants to come in and have a say. His name is Abdul Basit. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm from Insawam, Ghana, Insawam.
Ghana.
Ghana. Yeah, my camera is not that good, but I will say United.
Doesn't matter.
We've done it all. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah,
what's on your mind? What you want to bring to the table?
Yeah,
What you
I
about
can
the game?
see McTominay. Yeah, I watched the game very well. I watched it very well.
Oh, he disappeared. Damn it.
Oh,
Call in again, man.
call in again.
That happens. That happens. At least he came through. At least he was from Ghana. That's what we know. And yeah,
Oh,
big up to you, mate, for coming in and trying. So everyone, please call in. Paste the link there. I want to hear from you. I want to hear what you think. Give us 1 minute, 2 minute speech, and let people just go. Maybe it's too many people trying to call in as well. But let's see. I would like to hear from Lillis United as well. I know you're awake. Call in, man. Call in. I want to hear from all of you fans. Like, well, talk. We need to control the midfield more. Yes. Let's talk about the midfield.
yeah. He said that there were times that when Chelsea was cutting through our midfield. Yeah, I agree with that. The second half was better because we were more. What do you call it?
Yeah.
Compromised in the midfield because of. But in the first half, it was a very long stretch from the center backs to the striker. So yeah, our midfield was better, but it's because the way we press, I believe. We man mark every time Chelsea start up and try to build up from the back. So we are not actually holding a formation. We just stand there where the opposite player stands, and this is how we do our job, in a way.
We have a surprise visitor coming through as well. This is Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy just messaged me. He wants to come on, and I send him the link.
Ooh.
So we're waiting for Uncle Jimmy to come on. Jimmy,
Have Uncle
I
Jimmy
just
on.
sent you the link on the WhatsApp. So I got you. I got you, homie. So we're waiting for you. Now, definitely, let's talk about the midfield. I was a little bit worried when I went on the watch along earlier with Papi, and I said, look, the only thing that I was disappointed in, and I clearly raised it, that what everyone was saying, Scott McTominay, what are you doing on that pitch? But look, Scott McTominay, great Scott, he won the game for us, like scored a brace. But I start to see what Scott McTominay is. He's not a defensive player. He's not a box to box. He's more of an attacking. I don't know what you can call him, like a hybrid of something. But again, I keep saying he's a spot player, like around the 6-yard box. That's where Scott McTominay is. The tap-ins, the shootings. You know what I mean? The headers. He can run at you, and that's in between the channels. But that's what it is. So I see them. Yeah, Scott is a great super sub, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what a super sub. You bring in these 75 minutes. But today he played actually really well. But that was down to Amrabat. They enabled him to play, right? I'll say it comes down to Amrabat again. The whole link to Amrabat, the spider in the web.
I see here Rushmano comes in. He said the Amrabat on Eric Ten Hag. I worked with him before, but now he is for me one of the best in the world. We are all behind him, and he's a fantastic coach. So as you can see, I think this group of players are backing the manager. They are not abandoning ship as some of the journalists are saying in the papers. Sam Luckhurst. So I think this
he
is
made a career of the dressing rooms leaks. Oh God, what are you? Are you a sports journalist or are you a dressing? He sits there in the dressing room like a spy. He has this camera on, like.
He has a big imagination.
Yep. Makes a career out of it. Anyway, dude, I am so excited. I'm tired. It's 6 a.m. in the morning, 10 past 6 where I'm sitting. I can imagine people in Australia at the moment. I'm sitting in Thailand. Guys, it feels so good to actually do it's so worth it to do a post-match review, especially when you have good performance like today, right? And yeah, I got to put my hand up as well because, I started to get blinded by the dark side as well to say, well, I don't know. I'm not Ten Hag out. I'm not Ten Hag in. I was in Ten Hag doubt, and I'm still giving it a doubt. The reason I'm saying doubt is because I want him to improve. I want him to succeed. And this is my way to put pressure on the manager. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Fairly to say.
Are we going to do a match rating, or are we just gonna leave it with
Well, I'm
We're
waiting
doing
for Jimmy to come, and I'm waiting for some people to come and been sending the links, but nobody seems to want to come in and have a talk, so we can start from the bottom, right? We can do
Mhm,
that.
mhm. We can
Mm-hmm.
do that. We can do that. So we can start with Onana. Are we doing the rating or the VAR room doing it?
Yeah, we can. Actually, before we do that, we just Abdul is back in to have a say. So let Abdul come in and have you say 2-3 minutes before we do the rating. Are you good, my friend? You disappeared.
Yeah, my network was
Done.
not that good. That's why.
Okay,
Yeah,
quickly before you disappear, tell me about who was your man of the match and why.
I will give my man of the match to Amrabat. Amrabat. He did very well. He did very well. He controlled the midfield very well. He controlled the
Mm.
midfield. I think he should be given the chance. I think he should be given the chance more so that it will boost his confidence. Because
Oh,
at
100.
times you normally
Oh, okay. At least we heard from him that his man of the match was Amrabat, and to give him more run of games because to boost his confidence, and we can continue that sentence. And I totally agree with him because let's face it, Amrabat didn't have a preseason. When Amrabat came, he got thrown in Luke Shaw's position and did pretty well, to be honest. He helped us out, and then he had to sort of fall back a bit. And now you can see, like, today was a brilliant performance, right? This is a start.
This is very good news for us. Amrabat is actually performing. We can see that he's back. He's sharp again. He's back into form. He can run. He uses his physicality, and that's really good because we need a player like him. We talked about it this summer transfer window. What Amrabat will give to this squad and this team, and now actually this is the first time we could see it. And for him going forward, this is fantastic. His confidence will grow, and he gets some match practice, and yeah, this is good news for December. I will
Yeah.
tell you.
100%. And I agree with Rashi saying here as well. Like, Amrabat did the simple things very well. And he mopped up that midfield well. Um,
Yeah.
there was a time in I think it was in the until the mid of the first half, I was looking at the midfield and so it's too wide. It's too wide. It's too wide. It didn't work. It didn't gel as of yet. And that was due to that Bruno was playing way too high and Scott McTominay, and they were trusting that Amrabat will come good. But as he grew into the match, oh my God, that is the Amrabat we've been looking for. And I don't think it's fair to sort of throw in kobbie mainoo in as of yet. Like it's too early. You know,
Well,
I
not
think
as a
that
regular starter, yeah, but he
not
will
as a regular
contribute to
start.
this midfield.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, but it needs time. That's the thing. But you are mentioning it that you say that the midfields are too wide, but actually they're not, because our play is we try to set up triangles on each side. One side with Garnacho, Reguilon, and Bruno, and on the other side we have Amrabat, Scott McTominay, Dalot, and Anthony. So we are trying to set up triangles on both sides, and it made it difficult for Chelsea because they want to be compact in the center, but we drag them out and create space, and then it's time for our midfielders to run into the open space and try to score. So tactically, Ten Hag was 100% spot on with our offensive play today. I'm really impressed of how we took this game.
I didn't watch the post-match interview, but thanks to the VR room for providing the information. Scott McTominay mentioned that it's been lighter training session. Fair play, Eric. And probably they need a little bit of a more lighter training sessions, And what is a lighter training session in the first place? Is it just play with the ball or no running? Or what is a lighter training session for you, Jarvis? Is that to go to Yali Mamin's house and eat pepperoni pizza, or what is that?
Yeah, a lighter we like a Bud Light or a Diet Coke, not a regular Coke. That's a lighter training for me. But yeah, I get what I'm saying, because when your legs are heavy, it's hard to run. You never recover, because you can train hard, but you have been working out yourself in your life, and if you train hard, you need time to recover. Your muscle
100%
fibers
recovery,
need to
sleep
attach
recovery.
again, because you break them down during training. So yeah, I understand the players, but Ten Hag and the coaching team believe that they should handle this type of training, but now they can't because of all of these games. So Ten Hag needs to adjust a little bit, because this is the Premier League. You have a game every 3 days. It's
Yeah,
not
man.
like the Eris division. So if he could train
True.
his player that way for 2 years ago, but at least Ten Hag, he learns by his mistakes
You
and
mentioned
learning by doing. And
you
that's a
mentioned
good thing.
something. You mentioned something very interesting there, like, in terms of breaking down muscle fibers, like, that's true. I used to train a lot of 6 days a week, 5 days a week, body sculpture and body shaping and competing, right? And that's so important, because what you're saying, when you're training, lifting heavy, so you break down muscle tissues. But what you need is to replenish those muscle tissues by eating the right type of food, protein-rich food, stuff like that, and then sleep, rest. Your body needs to recover. In the time while you're sleeping, your tissues is repairing, and that's like small layers every day makes you grow. But if you overtrain, that comes with injuries straight away: elbow injury, joints injuries, muscle tear injuries. And therefore it's so important what you're saying. You need time to recover as well. And that comes down to each individual's how they apply themselves. Like, I can see that Dalot has been listening to Ronaldo. He's becoming a really professional athlete. I mean, let's face it, you got to train like an athlete, eat like an athlete, and think like an athlete, right? Mentality.
Yeah, and even Amrabat said this a little bit earlier this season, that
I remember that.
he lives like a footballer. All he do is
Football is
is
the way of
eat,
life.
sleep,
Yeah.
and train. That's his life.
But
And
that's another quote that he learned from Ten Hag. That's what he said.
He did.
He said, "What do you do in your spare time?" I was like, honestly, I don't have time for spare time. Like, football is a way of life. Like, while I'm playing, that's all I'm doing. Look after myself, eat, sleep well, train, repeat, right? It's cool.
Yeah, I see Rosmano comes in with the stats again. As I mentioned, Amrabat, the 11-year recovery is 5 out of 7 duels and 100% of his tackles. What a game. A game.
Yeah, what a game. Epic. Okay, let's start from the back then. Onana, solid for me. He didn't have much to do. He had a fantastic shot. I'll give Onana 7.
Yeah, I will give him a 6, because I think the goal for Chelsea, the shot from Palmer, wasn't all that. I think he should have taken it. But 6 is average, so it's not. Oh,
I'm trolling this guy. Who is this guy? Who are you?
What up, guys?
Okay,
How
come
you
in,
guys
come
doing?
in, Mark. We are on Onana. What's your Onana score?
Oh, I would give him a 6. I think he had
That's-
an okay game. I think the goal was mostly his fault, in my opinion. But you know what I mean? He did make some of the good saves and stuff, so I think I'd give him a 6. It was an okay performance. It wasn't terrible.
I got a question here for you. Madas is saying, is Lindelof finished? No.
I don't think so, but I just think that, the manager made some key substitutions and tactical changes throughout the game. And I think it's some of the things that fans were asking for. It's like Jarvis was saying, we're up. We need to close the game. We have to close the game. I think he saw something in the first half that probably made him make that shift as well. Oh,
Mark,
I think
you're fading out. So take your
sorry.
microphone closer, or
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he got
Sorry,
it. He got it
guys.
as a birthday present. He got a new microphone. He's so proud of it. You can see it, and his voice sounded so crisp.
show it.
Thank
show
you.
it.
Thank you.
Show it to the people. Bring it
Well,
to
I
the
don't
screen.
have the. It's on a.
It's a snowball.
Yeah, it's on a.
Oh my god, it looks like something
It's a
else, but
Yeti.
I'm not going to mention the name.
Yeti. That's one of the best.
Yeah.
Quality.
So, I think Lindelof is gonna be. I think he had a decent game in the first half. It wasn't anything to talk about. I mean, we didn't really have any performances in this team today where we could say this was terrible. This guy needs to be replaced. I think the team played well. I think they all showed intensity and energy. You know, so I think it would be an average performance of like 6 for the worst performance today for me. I think Lindelof will get a 5, 5.5 because he came off in the first half. You know what I mean? I could also say Reguilon could get a 6 or a 7 because he was consistent. He did really well in attacking. Yeah, I think it was a really good performance by the team today.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree.
Okay.
Next,
Next.
Dalot.
I'd give Dalot a 7 because I think he did really
7?
well. Yeah. I think he was consistent all game. I think I give him the 7, the extra point for the professional foul. It was an important moment. And if he had let that guy through, it could have been dangerous for us. And I think that was seeing a problem and stopping it from the start.
Yeah. Guys, just remember for you guys that came in, there is a running poll in the chat. Who was your man of the match? We have Dalot, Amrabat, Scotty McTominey, and Garnacho. So get your votes going. Get your votes going.
Yeah.
I would say
7 on Dalot. Mick, what did you give Dalot?
I thought Dalot was really good today. Yeah, I will give 8 on Dalot. I thought he was immaculate, like going on there right hand side, you know, and the combination with Dos Santos, fantastic. You know, it's hard, but I give him an 8. That's a fair assessment for me.
Okay, that's yeah.
Bombing forward.
I give him a Can I give him a 7.5 then? So
You can
7.5 and 8. So that's
hang on. We have Ghana back in the house again. He's going to lose connection. He just finished half a sentence and he's going to finish the rest of the sentence. Abdul,
Abdul, you here?
No, it's Abdul Basit. No, he's disappeared. What happened? He's
I was
frozen.
just watching him.
He's
when
frozen.
he comes back in, when he starts moving again, I'll bring him up.
If you try to connect again, just remove your screen and just come in because it takes a lot of bandwidth. You can just
probably.
talk. That's okay.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you got 7.5. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's do this.
So the next is left back Luke Shaw.
7, 7.5. Solid performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give him. I will also give him a 7. I think he had a solid performance.
Okay, we have Abul knocking on the door. Ghana, quickly before you disappear.
Finish
okay.
Finish your dinner.
Yeah. Which fly are you on? McTominey?
Oh. All right, my friend. We got to continue the show. Otherwise, we're not coming anywhere. We're giving you chances. So you said your man of the match was Amrabat. So we thank you so much for your service. We got to move on, Abul. Okay, move on.
So
we have a centre back Maguire and Lindelof.
Well, I gave Lindelof a 6. I'll give Maguire 8. I think Maguire was really good today. I think he's showing levels. Yeah, but
7 for me, Maguire.
Yeah.
Are you talking Avicii levels? Like
you know, they said Maguire went and trained with Ricardo Carvalho this summer. Yeah, I believe it now.
Ooh.
Did he?
I believe it now. Yeah. Carvalho was training him for 3 weeks. I believe it.
Champions League winner for Porto.
Yeah, Red, is agreeing with you. Maguire, solid 8 performance. Okay, you might persuade me. Maybe I wasn't looking too much on Maguire today. No, that's a good sign then. Okay, I agree with you guys. Slabhead, what Lily is giving him 6. Comes a little bit from a cheeky Macedonian uppercut there with a 6er. 6er. Can I have a 7 from somebody? No, okay, guys, move on.
Yeah, I give Maguire a 7 and Lindelof a 6.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. 7 for me as well. Move on next, please.
Amrabat. I give Amrabat a 8.5 today. I think Amrabat is the man of the match today. I think he was so good. His first half was shaky, but the second, from the last 30 minutes, from the 30th minute onwards, he was top draw.
He did one mistake, single mistake that could have cost us a goal. That was the only thing that he did. Yeah.
That's why I say top draw. You know, I give him an 8.5. I think he's man of the match, in my opinion.
He's man of the match, according to my opinion.
Yeah, I can give him a 9.
A 9 for me, too.
We agreed there, so he could move up to a 9. Let's move on to the next midfielder, Scott McTominay. I'll give him an 8. I think his 2 goals were amazing.
Yeah.
You know, he had some moments in the game where he was like, hiding. But then he had this 15 to 25-minute period at the end of both halves where he was on it. He was everywhere. He was defensive.
Yeah, he was.
So I give him an 8. I give him an 8.
8
Can't
for
give
me
him
too.
any
I
more.
agree. I agree.
Mm,
I agree what you're saying.
yeah, 2 goals, definitely an 8.
Yeah. I agree what you're saying there. I agree what you're saying there, because he activated the Scotty hide and seek moment, but then he sort of got away, and he got found out. And so, Scott, you cannot hide anymore. So run, Forrest, run. And he did. Cool.
I'm gonna have to
And Bruno.
I'll give Bruno a 7. I think he was
7.5.
very good. I don't think, well, maybe he didn't get an assist or a goal today. He missed a penalty, but I think all in all, his performance we could not do without it today. He may not have shown up in all the highlight reels today, but he was doing all the grunt work in the behind, making everyone else look good today. And I think that was what we need from him.
Abul, he made his choice here. He said McTominay 8.5. So yeah,
that's fair.
At least
2
he
goals.
came. Vidi Vici. He came. He saw. He conquered. So he came and saw and conquered. And now he's back in the chat saying 8.5. Big up to you, my guy, as well. Good to see you in the chat as well.
And
but we say
start with Garnacho.
Yeah, just bring in the VAR room first and.
Yeah, Bruno, what Madhouse is saying, 7.5, 8, and I'm on your side, Bruno, Madhouse as well. Maybe that's Harry Maguire that is in the chat there. He looks like Harry Maguire in this profile picture. Just jokes aside, man. Maguire and Evans, Evo.
Bruno was good today. He had 88% pass accuracy, 74 touches. And 38 out of 43 passes completed, and this is one of the keys. He wasn't wasteful on the ball. He was actually 88% for a creative player like him. That's really good. What drags him down is the missed penalty. He should have scored. So I can't give him more than a 7, but it's a solid 7, almost a 7.5.
100% agreed there. Because let's start with Garnacho, guys. What do you guys think of Garnacho's performance? I'm going with a 7.
Superb.
I think he was really good, but I have to discount.
I go with an
8.5. I have to discount it because of the misses. He had too many chances to put the game away for us.
Garnacho, he was good. Well, you can. The thing is, don't put too much pressure on the youngster as of yet. Right? He's a star in the making. I thought it was solid. He just basically showed Rashford what a wing is supposed to do, right? And that's the thing.
Sure.
He's benching Rashford, and Rashford has to come in to play center. Rashford don't even know where you're going to put him anymore. We tried him on the right, doesn't work. We tried him in the center, doesn't work. But he ain't going to take Garnacho's spot, that's for sure. So, yeah, a solid 8 for me. And that has to do with, Regular coming in as well, that enabled his game.
He played well. What do you think, Jarvis, about Garnacho?
Yeah, I think Garnacho was really good today. I could see that he was very tired sometimes because he had too much to do. He was running up and down, but he was actually working really hard defensively too. And that's what he's one of the key players in the high press, because when Hojlund presses the two center backs, Garnacho has to track down because the long pass goes out to the fullback, and then Garnacho was there tracking him down and putting them under pressure all the time. So he was one of the key elements for them for the high pressure. So I think he was excellent, worked hard. So I will give him an 8.
Yeah, 100%. And I agree with the Rushman was saying here. This is almost quoting the Eminem song, gravity. Up comes the gravity. Yep, basically, where he's gonna, he ain't gonna, he's gonna work hard. So what comes down must come, and what goes up must come down. 100%. Because you ain't gonna move him right now, and you got to sit and look at yourself in the mirror. They're like, oh, hang on a second, I cannot get into the right, I cannot get into the left. What am I supposed to do? Am I gonna sit here and soak? No, I say work harder than the last time. That's
100%. 100%. And what do you guys think about, we'll go to the other winger, Anthony. I'll start and say I think he is showing himself. I don't know what he's found in his locker, but The
Mhm.
Anthony that
smoke.
we went and paid that money for, he's starting to show himself in my opinion.
That's good.
I'm gonna give him a 7, a solid performance. I think he's done really well going forward and attacking. He should have had a goal, he should have had an assist, but it wasn't to be tonight. But I think the performances have just begun.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. The wingers today was impeccable, right? They were really good. I mean, that's why I say wing play is what we need, because that's what we've been talking about. Play wide, play the wide wingers. I'm tired of this Rashford inverted winger style. Like, no, 100%. And again, comes down to the Amrabat situation and the fullbacks. You can see that we missed, Luke Shaw. We missed the proper, a left centered sided fullback as well. And actually to play Dalot today was a little bit of it was good, because I was questioning it when I said, why is not Aaron Wan-Bissaka playing? But when you play Dalot there, you have a very attacking lineup, and that's what we had today.
100%.
I see you read you you say Anthony gives him a 7.5. Madhouse gives
So does
Anthony
Neil
a 7.
Driscoll.
Abdul gives him a 7.5. Trucked well, back very well.
Oh, he trucked well.
So and even Neil Driscoll comes in and gives him a 7.5.
Oh,
Big
big
up
up,
Neil
guys,
Driscoll,
this is
legend
big.
of the channel.
He definitely
Neil
upgraded
Driscoll?
his rating yet to 7.5, because
Well,
for
Neil
Neil
Driscoll?
Driscoll to say this is big. So let's just leave it at that. 7.5 is Anthony rating today. Neil Driscoll, you're the man tonight, man.
You're the man. When Neil Driscoll
What about
comes, it's like when Tarzan speaks, the jungle stands still.
No, but I also said that because Neil is a very harsh critic, and
He is.
if
Keeping it
Anthony
real.
making a belief out of him for this game, then I have to give it to Neil with his rating tonight.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree with SPK saying here. I see a comment from SPK in the chat saying having Garnacho playing gives him confidence going into Bayern and Liverpool games next week. That's a true point.
100%.
This was a confident booster. Are we starting to see who is the best starting 11 for Ten Hag? Because so far we haven't been able to see that, right?
And we still have Bournemouth on Saturday, guys. And this
Yeah,
game
but
I think
again-
is going to be a little bit tougher, but I think
Again,
the
going to
form
Anfield.
the team is playing.
You wouldn't go with this team to Anfield. No, at least at Anfield you will go with the double pivot. Please, I'm a big advocate of that. Play mainoo and Amrabat there, and leave Scott McTominay on the bench as a super sub.
Maybe not.
One player
I
left.
kind of think
One player
Liverpool
left,
and Chelsea have a similar style. So never know. But yeah,
Few players
Hojlund,
left.
I think. Yeah. I think Hojlund did pretty well today. He was unlucky in a few chances in the box today, and I'm going to give him a 7. He held the ball up well, played really well. Solid performance from the lad. I would have liked to give him more. But, I feel like 7.5 will be a little bit too much. That's just me.
Hojlund didn't get much service, but Hojlund off the ball did a lot of things that people don't see. Some people just see the striker as the main scorer, but it's so pivotal what he can do. And as what I said, alluded before, he enabled the wing plays as well, so he was part of the team. So for me, he did a solid 7 for me. He ran himself to the socks, and of course, you gotta bring in Rashford there. You gotta bring in.
Yeah.
There is a stipulation. I swear to God, I started to believe this conspiracy that he cannot be dropped. He's got to play. He's got to play. Erik ten Hag.
I think Hojlund was good. What people don't actually see how good he presses, and he's big, he's physical, he's a presence. So he breaks down the center backs of Chelsea. When they see him coming, they want to get rid of the ball fast as possible, because it hurts. When he comes in, and this is what we don't have with other strikers. When we play Martial or we play Rashford, they don't fare. They don't see a big beast coming running against them. So Hojlund was good today, but we need a little bit more end product. He had one shot on goal, and it's not really creating a lot of chances. He's more like winning duels, getting free kicks, and wrestling up and pressing. So he's a very key player, but we need more end product for him to step up the next level. 7 from me.
Listen, 7 solid, but you mentioned something press. You know, we didn't speak about the press today because that was really, really noticeable today. From the first half and the second half, how we pressed, and he did lead the pressing.
Mm.
It started with him and Bruno also. Huh?
You know,
Anyway,
what do you guys rate Eric Ten Hag, guys? Because last player is the most important.
Brilliant today. I would say brilliant today. Right. A little bit dubious with his team selection first with Scott McTominey, but it was a tactical move and it worked. It paid off. So I give Ten Hag an 8 today.
8 all over the board.
Yeah, game-changing moment in the first half. Like, in the second half, we come out, did the substitution, and recognized, again, punished Lindelof for the mistake, put in regular, and boom, shakalak, we were cooking.
100%. 100%.
I agree, guys. I will give actually Ten Hag okay, I'll be generous. I give him a 9 today. I think he was good on his team selection. Good on his team selection and his subs. It was perfect. I was a little bit worried at the end when he put on Rashford. I don't think Rashford should have played today. I think we should have continued what we were doing and put on one of the other players who with more legs who could press more, because we were vulnerable as soon as Rashford came on, and we lost that first press. But I give Ten Hag a 9. It was really good.
Okay. So that means that we are concluding this voting poll then at the end of the day, guys. Should we give you one more minute to vote on the poll, or are we feeling happy? We have 40 votes currently sitting. You have Dalot, Amrabat, Scotty McTominay, and Garnacho sitting there. Should we give you one more minute before we close the poll?
10 seconds from now.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
I'm timing it.
Nobody's yet voting. Nobody's yet voting. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Are we counting? No, we're not. No. Okay, I just got to pull the trigger then. Nobody's voting. There's nothing more coming in. End the poll. Good night. That's it.
Over.
It's over. It's over. So, where did my poll go? Hang on. Where did my poll go? Oh, where did my poll go? Hang on. Keep talking. I'm going to track my poll.
Yeah, I can give you the tracking for the poll if you'd like. And the poll.
Yeah, I want to share the screen.
Okay.
I want to share the screen.
DD Superfly gives Eric Ten Hag an 8.5. Madhouse gives Eric Ten Hag 8. Yes. Lillis gives Ten Hag 8. So even Rushmano an 8. So people, I guess, in flying with a 7 to hojlund. So you're spot on again, Neil. I agree. And Abdul comes in and say Ten Hag 8 and Regulon sub was superb. Yeah, Mark, let's talk a little bit about the Regulon sub. How did you see him coming on in the second half? He almost operated as a second winger with Garnacho.
I think his energy and his impact was enormous for the team. I think we were lacking something down the left side coming down to the end of the first half. And I think, when I initially thought that Luke Shaw would start as centre-back. So when he started off the left back, I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. But then, saw the few problems. And then he probably saw that, Lindelof probably not moving like he should. He pulled something as well during the play, So when I saw Regulon come on, I was like, it's good to see Regulon. He always comes and brings 100% energy. He runs hard, he works hard, he tracks back, he runs forward, he bombs forward. And, he follows the attackers all over the pitch once they're within the zone, the defensive zone. So I was like, this is going to be good. It should show up the back, because with Shaw, I am more confident in Luke Shaw playing centre-back than Lindelof right now. So I was happy. And then with the attacking width that he provided going forward with the overlaps and the crosses, it was, more that we needed in the game to keep control. It just kind of, to me, spoke of, this manager is seeing things, making changes. He's learning, not only learning, but learning from his own mistakes. Because, he could have saw a game previously, he's seen something, make the substitution 10 minutes later. By then, we might have conceded another goal already. You know what I mean? So I think the substitution was spot on. Even when he brought on Evans with 10 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, something like that, I was like, yo, this guy's shutting up shop. Finally, So yeah, it was spot on from the manager and everything that we asked for today.
Yes.
You look tired, my friend.
I do.
What time is it in Thailand now?
6 a.m.
6:40 a.m.
It's early in the morning.
But here's the vote, people. Here's the end of your votes, including Madhouse comments and SPK laughing at Madhouse. But guys, we're not laughing about this poll. At the end of the day, it's your vote that matters. And who was the man of match was clear and obviously on Scott McTominey on 40%. That means that you value goals than performance. Amrabat came 30 on 37%, Garnacho on 17%, and Dalot on 5%. So the jungle has spoken, guys. I thought that Amrabat will win it, but it's actually Scotty Mac. Can you believe it? Big up for
it was good today. Well deserved. 2 goals.
Well deserved.
Scotsman was good today. And you know what? The Scotsman deserved it today.
You deserve it.
So.
You deserve it.
Yeah, he deserved it because he was the one that brought us back from the brink when the other Scotsman, had his passing in his family. And he was the same guy that brought us back on the brink when, we needed a win to commemorate the loss of Sir Bobby Charlton. It's the Scotsman.
Yeah.
Same guy.
But
it was.
Don't get delusional. He's not the one to bring us to the promised land again. This is stopgap for now, I think. Yeah, guys.
Didn't say the promised land.
Listen, this has been a fantastic energy, fantastic stream, but I'm thinking that I have exhausted the last molecules of mine, and I'm high on endorphins at the moment. I will thank you, all of me, all of you, all of me. That song, you know what I mean? That song. Yeah.
All of you. I'm not going to sing it. I remembered suddenly, I don't know the lyrics to this song.
Yeah. I give you all of me, you give me all of you. Yeah. So basically, I gave all of me to all of you. So yeah.
You did.
Good night, people.
You gave it all.
I'm going to sleep. So big up for all of you. Don't forget, please. It's so important. Hit that notification button so you don't miss a stream. Tell your friends about this channel, and we will disclose what Bella? Oh, Bella's address. Oh no, Bella, no. And by the way, if I got a request for my contact details, I don't give away my contact details. But if you want to join the Telegram members chat, please have a look at the video description. You have the link to the Telegram community. Join there. I see Abdul wants to join it from Ghana, brother Ghana. There, the chat continues there. Brilliant. There's about 70 people in that chat. And listen, see you guys tomorrow. Mark, you're doing the morning news tomorrow together with Sal Warner from Stratford Post. And I am supposed to have a day off tomorrow, but I think I will jump into that one because it's so positive when we win.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. It's been our pleasure to bring this match reaction to you guys. Hope you all have a good night. It's been your one, Mick Ruby, Jarvis Bowley, and me, Mark, an MUFC fan. MUFC Realist TV as we bring the match reaction to you guys. Have a good night. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Cheers.
Yes. Bye.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.